Hey guys, Mr. Quackers here. I just wanted to stop in and say, in this video, the footage you're going to see kind of jumps around all over the place. I'm sorry that it may not match the description that I'm giving at the time. I had a reason for this. I was using a capture card on my Xbox Series X, and when I went back to actually look at the footage, some of it was messed up. I don't know. It was stuttering. It was weird. So I used what footage that I had available that wasn't really messed up. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Let me know in the comments if you played MindsEye, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Yesterday and today, I've spent my time playing MindsEye on my Xbox Series X, and honestly, I'm not even mad. I'm disappointed. Not disappointed like a game just didn't live up to the hype. I mean the kind of disappointment where you can see clearly that there was a great idea buried deep under the layers of bad decisions, technical issues, and repetitive gameplay loops. Because MindsEye had potential. It wanted to be powerful, it wanted to be cinematic, it wanted to be meaningful. But the game just doesn't stick the landing. Heck, it doesn't even make it halfway to the runway. Let's start with the world, because this is one of the things the game really wanted you to buy into. It's your classic cyberpunk dystopia, mega corporation-run society, neon-lit streets, hacker rebels, dark alleyways with secrets, underground resistance. You've seen this setup before. And to be fair, the aesthetic works here. There are moments where the world looks cool, like the kind of place you'd want to explore, get lost in, find side stories and secrets, but here's the problem. You can't. You're not allowed to. This is a world that looks open, but plays like a narrow hallway. You can't just hop in any car you see and go joyriding. Oh no, the game only lets you drive a car if it's tied to your current mission, or if the game explicitly says, here, drive this. See another vehicle sitting right there on the street? Too bad. Want to get in it? Tough luck. You're stuck with the one they give you, because freedom apparently wasn't on the roadmap. And exploration? Forget about it. The second you deviate from the main path, the game starts breaking down. I tried to explore a side road and it literally failed me. It booted me out for leaving the mission area. Like, you built this moody, expansive, visually detailed world and then punished players for wanting to explore it. That's a huge misstep. For a game so obsessed with immersion, it does everything it can to keep you tightly leashed. Now, while we're on this topic, let me say this. The driving itself, it's actually kind of decent. Vehicles feel weighty, the steering is responsive, and there's a nice grounded physics system under the hood. It's one of the few parts of the game that feels genuinely satisfying, but again, it's undercut by design decisions. Every driving section is on rails, tightly scripted and brief. There are no real car chases, no open world driving moments, no emergent gameplay. It's drive to A, watch a cutscene, drive to B, repeat. The game gives you a solid driving system and then forgets to use it. Visually, MindsEye has ambition. There are moments where it looks almost stunning. Rain reflecting off steel, moody cityscapes, lens flares that wouldn't be out of place in a sci-fi movie trailer. But these moments are constantly undermined by technical issues. On Series X, I ran into non-stop texture pop-ins, where buildings, signs, and even characters' faces would load right in front of me mid-scene. Animations stutter. Facial expressions are stiff. Worst of all, screen tearing. Constant aggressive tearing whenever you pan the camera too fast, especially during driving or combat. And no, there's no option to fix it. It just rips through the experience. And speaking of the combat, it's just not good. The gunplay is passable at best. You aim, you shoot, things die, but there's no weight, no satisfying feedback, no variety. It feels like a mechanic that was added just to say, look, this is a real game. But no one actually fine-tuned it. Enemy AI is laughable at best. They either stand still or walk towards you like they're late for a dentist appointment. Combat encounters are over in seconds, and they all feel the same. There's no escalation, no tension, no fun. Then there are the flashback sequences, these little portals that open up. Oh man, the flashbacks. These third-person dreamlike memory runs are supposed to be dramatic, emotional, and symbolic, and then they slap a personal best timer on the screen. That's right, the game wants you to speedrun your trauma, or somebody else's for that matter. Congrats, you remembered your wife's death in record time. Want to try again? It's so wildly tone deaf, it's honestly impressive. These sequences should have been powerful, reflective moments. Instead, they feel like mini-games from a bad theme park VR ride. And then there's the story, the thing MindsEye bets everything on. This game desperately wants to be taken seriously. The tone is grim, the music swells, the dialogue is delivered in whispery, dramatic voices like everything being said is so important. And again, there are glimpses. A few scenes are well framed, a couple of lines hit. There's potential in the story somewhere in here, but it's buried under a mountain of vague writing, clunky exposition, and a plot that feels like it's trying too hard to be too deep. You've got a protagonist with a mysterious past, a corporate regime that's hiding a terrible truth, a rebel faction, a dead loved one, memory loss, mind control, betrayals, hallucinations, every cyberpunk trope in the book, and none of it lands cleanly. Characters speak in almost cryptic riddles, the plot jumps around, and just when you start to get invested, the game throws in another 12-minute cutscene that makes you forget what was happening before. The pacing here is atrocious. You'll spend more time watching than actually playing. Sometimes I'd go 10 minutes without touching the controller, having to set it down before I could even play. And when you finally get control, it's usually to walk around for 2 minutes before getting locked into another cinematic. For a game that looks like an open world epic, it sure plays like an unskippable slideshow. Performance-wise, this game has no excuse. It's running on Series X, and yet I saw stutters, frame dips, weird asset loads, and animations glitching like the whole thing was duct taped together. I had audio completely cut out mid-scene once. I had a character T-pose in the middle of what was supposed to be a heartfelt dialogue moment. It's just rough. And through all of this, what kills me is that you can see what they were trying to do. This wasn't some cheap shovelware title. Someone had a vision. There's real effort here. The soundtrack is decent. Some of the cinematography is inspired. The themes could have worked. The story had bones. The driving is okay. But all of it crushed under the weight of bad pacing, confusing systems, and an absolute refusal to let the player actually enjoy the game. My final thoughts? MindsEye is what happens when you focus so hard on being cinematic and emotional that you forget to actually be a game. It's a game that looks like it wants to be open, but isn't. It teases deep themes, but barely explains any of them. It gives you the will, but won't let you drive. And worst of all, it keeps showing you the game it could have been, just long enough to make you mad about what it actually is. If you're considering playing MindsEye, ask yourself, do you want to explore a world that won't let you? Do you want to sit through endless cutscenes for a story that never quite makes sense? Do you want to be told where to go, what to drive, and how fast to relive the drama? If that sounds like your thing, then be my guest. For everyone else, I'd say skip it. Thanks for watching, guys. If you survived MindsEye, let me know how long you lasted before the game failed you for stepping off the sidewalk. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want more honest reviews, ones that actually let you stay in control. I'll see you in the next one, hopefully with a game that doesn't need a mission-approved vehicle just to get to the next cutscene.